Hello friends, it's Willie. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you visited with me before. Welcome to my messy desk. I have been stalking my Amazon app all day today, looking for the last of these packages. I sort of made reference to this in my UFO Friday video, which just went up earlier today because today is Friday. So after I finished work, I went to the local Amish market nearby to get some goodies for the weekend. And as I came back, the Amazon truck was right up the street and I got all excited. These purchases, these kits that I'm going to show you today, were inspired by a short series of videos that Diamond Painting Dog Dad, I hope I got his name correct. His name is Rob, but his channel is, I believe, Diamond Painting Dog Dad. He did a diamond painting on a dime series. I think it's about 3 or 4 videos so far. Rob's parameters were to shop on Amazon US, find diamond paintings for less than $4 with free shipping. Now you can find plenty of diamond paintings for less than $4 on Amazon US. The catch is they charge you anywhere from $7 to, I think I've seen up to about $15 or $16 for shipping. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So I went looking to see if there was anything on there that I might be interested in working up. Because who doesn't love a bargain? Now, I can pretty much guarantee you that these are not licensed artwork. So if that's really important to you, this is probably not the shopping method for you. I purposely try to never buy anything that might be licensed artwork. I don't always do a lot of research into it, especially if it's something I really like, I'll be honest. I'm usually more about, getting something I can afford. However, if there's a known artist behind it, I want that person to, number one, get the credit, and number two, get paid for it. Because I believe the artist should be paid for their work. Art shouldn't be for free. Somebody pays for it somewhere, whether it's a foundation, the local government, a private individual. We should pay artists for their work. That's not even a question. So I didn't look at anything that appeared to be licensed artwork. But I think I have 5 paintings here, and I want to show you what I was able to find. Each of these, I think one of them was $2.99, the others were $3.99. So they meet the parameters that Rob set out in his diamond painting on a dime. And we've got these recyclable packages. So let's see what we've got here and see if it's going to be, you get what you pay for, or if I really did get a bargain here. And now I'm searching for where to open this. Usually there's a flap that folds over. Here we go. And I apologize for any lighting weirdness. There's still some natural light coming in through the patio door, and I've got just about every electric light in this part of the house on. So this is obviously a Christmas themed. Oh, isn't he adorable? Let me check and see if this is all coming into the camera here. It's Santa Claus. It is Santa Claus. Here's the thumbnail. And the lighting is weird. Okay, so this is, it says 12 by 16. Let's see if that's the canvas or the actual image size. Okay, and they gave it to us in inches. They do say that in inches, and that's Lord have mercy, that ain't even 12 inches in inches. 12 inches in inches. Way to go, Will. Yeah. Yeah, the size is not true to form at all. Yeah. Yeah, this is not even 12 inches. So, yeah, the size is completely off. But it was $3.99. Let's take a look at the drill field. Everything is alphanumeric, which I like. Some of the colors are really dark and maybe a little hard to read. I do have a ring light that I can use to spot this, and I'll be doing this on a light pad. But I thought the image was just super cute with the profile and the little star hanging from his elf hat. We've got some waves, some colors. There's a lot of color blocking here, but we also have some color variation in his beard, some shadowing and things. Some color blocking in the hat, a little bit in the background, but there's also some confetti here. So a little something for everybody. Let's see, we've got a very basic toolkit with a Mosfa boat, a squishy, some baggies, standard pen, a couple of multi-placers, one multi-placer. Yeah, I think it's just one multi-placer, maybe a 3 or a 4 placer. Big chunk of wax. And this is a round. Did I mention the number of colors? This is 22 colors. Oh, and the drills are in baggies and they're numbered. DMC numbers not on the bags, but they are on the color grid here on the schematic. So this is already bagged up. I will not kit this up because I like working out of baggies. The drills look like they're in pretty good shape, actually. I'm not seeing a lot of trash. I'm not seeing a lot of divots in the backs of the round drills, you know, where they're kind of hollow and you know they're not going to stick to the canvas and they're going to be popping off the canvas. So this actually looks like it's going to be a pretty good kit. For $3.99, I got no complaints. You know, whenever I work it up, I will let you know and do a post-completion. So we're kind of going in reverse here with holidays. I think this one is sort of a Thanksgiving themed, and more companies seem to be doing this, folding the things in half. Are you noticing that as well? Let's see. This looks like it was done by the same company. This one looks very muted. Let's see how it looks in the camera. I can actually read this a little bit better in the camera lens. Interesting. But it says a time to gather. Has a pheasant flying up there in the corner. I don't know if you... I'm sorry about the lighting on the thumbnail. Trying to get it consistent there. There's a pheasant, some pumpkins down here. Some, I don't know if those are buds with the pumpkins. And I guess these are pumpkins. We've got another thumbnail here. Can I get it in the camera? But again, it's a time to gather. Very fall colors. Oranges, muted browns, that sort of thing. This one has 21 colors. It says it's a 12 by 16, but we saw how that played out on the last one, right? Unless this thing is really off. You know, let me pull out, I've got an actual ruler. It's Friday. Yeah, that's a 12-inch canvas. That's not a 12-inch image. So, it's a 12 by 16 image, not canvas. Lots of confetti up here and down through here. Not even really a whole lot of color blocking in through here. So this may take some time because there's lots of color changes. Confetti, if you're not familiar with the term confetti, it's a term that I first learned in counted cross stitch. And it means there are a lot of color changes in a particular section of the work. So little dots of color. And counted cross stitch, it's a real pain because you have to decide, do you want to do 1 or 2 stitches and then kind of tie it off and secure the thread, or do you want to travel the thread, the floss, behind the work, which can be problematic in different ways. It can show through if it's a darker color. You can see it on the other side of the fabric. You know, it can get tangled up in other things. So confetti can be a real pain in the tushy. And we've got the Mosfa boat, a kind of flattened out squishy, some baggies, a nice big block of wax, a standard pink pen with, that might be a 7 placer. Does it say? I really need to figure out my lighting for recording in this new place. And again, we've got bag drills, some very muted fall type colors. Again, the individual numbers are on the baggies, not the DMC numbers. Amazingly enough, no 310s on this canvas. How often does that happen? 310 is black, if you don't know. And a lot of times you get a lot of black in diamond painting kits, but there are no black. No black, no 310s. So I'll be really interested to see how this turns out because it looks so muted on the canvas. Okay, so again, I believe this one was $3.99. I'm not sure which one was $2.99. And, you know, a lot of times with Amazon, you don't get a packing slip. And I don't, well, actually I do have my diamond painting journal near here. And I did write this order down. That's another video, the diamond painting journal and how it's evolved. Okay. Oh, this is the sunflower. I thought this image was really pretty. And this had a real photographic look to it when I was looking at it online. I'm definitely going to have to maybe put this under the mattress for a little bit, or just maybe actually peel the cover sheet off on a flat surface instead of on top of another Amazon bag. And I'm not always good at getting them down flat again. I tend to wrinkle. Hey, I have a ruler. That didn't help at all, did it? Oh boy. Again, let me stand up so I can see. But it sort of looks like a photograph rather than artwork. You know, a painting or a drawing per se. And I loved all of the different colors in the flower, in the leaves, in the sky. The bottom and the top of this are very dark. And there is quite a bit of color blocking up here. There's some variation as you get over toward the right-hand side. The drill field looks pretty clear to me. 16 colors. The schematic is really tiny and my eyes are getting old. It's a combination of symbols and letters. Some capital letters, some lowercase letters. There's an equal sign, a hashtag, or a number sign. The sigma, I think that's sigma, isn't it? Greek letter. There's a Greek letter in there. So we'll see, there's a D and an O, which can get confusing, but they're very different colors. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, we've got a very, very basic toolkit with this one. Green boat, no funnel. Very small piece of wax, but you know what? That small piece of wax is more than enough for this. Very basic pink drill pen. No multi-placers, but if you have more than one canvas in your stash, you probably have multi-placers coming out of the wazoo. I'm not going to open the drills because the crinkly noises drive me crazy, and I don't want to do that to you. No DMC numbers on the baggies. This number 1, we have at least 2 packs of 310s, so we do have lots of black in this particular painting. And it looks like the blacks are mostly down here and up through here. No ABs, no special drills. It's a very budget-friendly painting, so I didn't really expect that there would be any ABs with it. So I really like that image, and I think I'm going to like it a lot when it's done. When it will get done? Completely different question, because my stash is ridiculous. Ridiculously large. I was going through and sort of unpacking and organizing some of my diamond paintings the other night, and I knew I had ordered this, and it looked vaguely familiar to me. So I was really curious to see it when it got here. This is sort of a melting crescent moon. Again, I love the colors. I love the sky. I loved the aura around the crescent moon. This sort of trees. I guess those are trees, not mountains, in the background, and the liquid moonlight pooling down here. I was unpacking and I came across this one that I had already completed a while back. This was from Paint Gems, before Paint Gems started to do those packs of little diamond paintings. I don't know if that's all they do now, but that's all I see them advertise. So this is one that I had done a while ago. Came in a little plastic bag. That's probably, is that a hair? I get hair stuck on all of my diamond paintings. Yeah, there's a hair. I'll have to get some tweezers, and I've got some of my stabby shank your friends and family for fun tweezers that I get with square kits. This is actually a square. It doesn't have the number of colors, so I'm not going to waste your time counting. But this is sort of the same thing, the melting crescent moon. It's not exactly the same image. I was like, oh my gosh, did I order the same thing again? But it's not the same image, and it's not the same size. So, whew. It wouldn't be the first time I've ordered the same kit more than once. So again, this says it's a 12 by 16. We know that that's the canvas size. That's a 12-inch ruler. Yeah, that's not a 12-inch image. This one has 21 colors. Lots of blues. Some purples, and it's the same type of kit as the first two, the white Mosfa boat with the funnel. Oh, I thought it actually had a stopper, but I think that's one of the baggies. We've got some baggies. We've got a larger plate of the pink wax, your basic standard pink pen with a squishy. I'm not feeling or seeing any multi-placers here. And there are some places where you could use them on this canvas. Not huge blocks, but there are a lot of ends in through here, so you could make use of a multi-placer. I don't use multi-placers that much because I'm not terribly proficient with them, and when I try to work with them and try to gain some proficiency, I get very impatient with myself. So we've got pre-bagged colors, which is a-okay for me. There's some purple in there, which gets me really excited. Some sort of cobalt, some darker, deeper royal cobalty blues, some turquoises. Do we have black? Ah, this doesn't have any DMC codes. Oh. I'm clutching. Imagine me clutching my pearls. I'm not wearing pearls, but I'm clutching at my throat. No DMC codes. What am I going to do when I dekit this? Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having an attack of the vapors. And that might be stuck from my current... No. That's a piece of wax that I pulled out of my pen last night. This is also where I'm working on my whip for Drills and Chills and Festival of Witches. So I had this little ball of wax that I pulled out of the pen last night. This is, I liked the packaging for this, and I totally wrecked it when I opened it. It had one of the little sliding zipper things, and I managed to pull it off. Pull the plastic zipper thingy off and couldn't get it back on, and I couldn't pull the bag apart after I closed it, so I cut it open. I'm sorry. Here, this is what I cut off. And this is the little slidey zippery thing that I just could not get back on. I can see how it goes on. I tried for the life of me to do it. My hands are toast. I'm not going to talk about my crap hands again, because if you've watched my channel at least once, you've heard me talk about my crap hands. So let's see. Oh, this is one... This has writing on it, so I wasn't sure how it would render, but I think it's large enough. And looking at the canvas, I think we'll be able to read this just fine. And I have days where I feel like this. I always try to be 100%, but you know, especially as you get older, there are just some days where it ain't happening. Today I will do what I can do and let that be enough. If you have perfectionist tendencies and you don't get things done because of those perfectionist tendencies, sometimes you need to hear this. Okay, this says it's a 30 by 40. But again, I liked the saying, so I wanted to see how it would render. This is actually pretty darn close. That's about as close to 30 centimeters as I've seen in a budget canvas. Let's track the length here. And again, it's maybe 30 and a half, a little over 30 and a half. I'm impressed. Again, I think this was either $2.99 or $3.99. Actually, let me pull my journal out. I'm talking really well. I talk English. I am a native-born English speaker. You would not know it. By the way, I'm talking today. I apologize. Okay. This is the $2.99. How about that? This is the one that was $2.99, and it's truer to size than I think any 30 by 40 labeled budget painting I've ever purchased. Wow. The company that makes this is Tiny Fun, so this may be something to look for when you're shopping for budget on Amazon. I'm not crazy about how the drills are bagged, but I can work with this. You just need to kit this up. And you know, there's a nice teal in there. There are some purples there. Red, more purple, whites. Oh, this is interesting. The schematic is on the bottom. Standing up so I can see if I get that on camera. And it does have DMC numbers. And again, no 310. Wow. I managed to get 2 kits with no 310s. Who knew? This has the modified version of the kit that the first 2 had. It actually has the clear sparkly pen with, I think, a 4-placer on the end. And there are lots of places where you can color block and use your multi-placers. I may use this as practice for multi-placing because there's color blocking all over the place with this. You've got the white Mospa tray, square of wax, somewhat squishy, and some plastic baggies. I don't know that there are enough there to kit up in the baggies. There may be, because there are 16 colors to this. Very basic. I like the saying. It was $2.99. I really can't complain. And again, looking at the drills, this is another round. I think these are all rounds. I'm really not seeing a lot that I can complain about. I think the drills are going to be pretty good with this. So again, this was $2.99. The others were $3.99. Free shipping if you have Prime. I go through this. I know we're not supposed to be the Amazon beast, but I am a Prime member and I get a lot of benefit out of it. So this is my experiment, inspired by Diamond Painting Dog Dad, Rob, over at Diamond Painting Dog Dad channel, to do some diamond painting on a dime through Amazon. I'm quite pleased with what I have here, and I can't wait to work some of this up and come back and tell you how it all came out. So please let me know if you've done this sort of experiment where you go looking for something under a particular price point, how it's worked out, what your favorite places are to go looking for this sort of thing. I'm going to do this again because I'm quite pleased, and I've added, 5 new diamond paintings to my stash. Like I need them like I need another hole in my head, but there you go. And at some point I'll retire and have lots of time to do all of these diamond paintings. Anyway, again, there was no Disney content in this. I will get some Disney content in here soon. I do have a trip announcement to make. I want to actually be working on something Disney when I make the announcement. And I have lots of Disney in my stash as well. So thank you so much for joining me. Please do the YouTube things. Like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to hear from some folks. Nobody's leaving comments. And I try to leave comments when I watch a video, especially if I find someone who's new to me. I found a new to me channel today, and I made sure to leave a comment for the creator, because we all need a little encouragement every now and then, and we're all enjoying this diamond painting thing. So thank you for joining me. Please do the things. Please stay safe. Take good care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, friends.